Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Today is July 9th, 2019. It's Tuesday. The sun is shining outside, at least out where I'm at, and I hope you guys have been having a great week so far. I hope the weather is treating you well. I hope it's not too hot where you guys are at. And wherever you guys are at, whatever you guys are doing, be that watching this in the evening or watching this during the day or watching this during break or wherever you guys are at, I really hope that these videos will encourage you and inspire you even just a little bit. Yesterday, I was talking to you guys about finding advisors, seeking counsel, or finding some sort of mentor. One of the big things that we have to remember when we're searching out these kind of people is that we need to have a criteria. We need to have some sort of standard of that which we're looking for in an advisor, in a counselor, or even in a mentor. It's so crucial to have that kind of that unity, so to speak, to have that alignment of what you're looking for, because then you can be able to have a conversation, and then you can be able to see eye to eye on certain things, because what the person maybe, what their goals are in life and what they're trying to bring out of you or trying to push you to do may be different than that which you have in store for yourself, the goals that you have, the desires that you have, or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. So with that, I really encourage you guys that it's okay to have mentors and counselors. I do that all the time in my life or in projects that I'm working in. That's how you're able to develop a team and to be able to really do things in excellence, which is something that I fully believe in. So today I want to talk to you guys about this idea of having balance in your life. When you think about it, we are allotted 24 hours in a given day. And typically, I know there's exceptions to this, typically we have 8 hours of sleep in a given day. With that, you have a remaining 16 hours in a given day. And when you think about that, a lot of people, what they do is they have 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, and 8 hours of play. Now that's a really cool thing, and I really believe that if you guys are seeking that kind of balance, strive to find that balance where you're doing 8 hours of play or 8 hours of work and 8 hours of sleep. That's a really good standard to have for your life. For other people, though, for many of us, we have to keep in mind the idea that we have 16 hours in a given day that's allotted to us for study, for improving our lives, for praying, for being present with our friends and our families. And we have to realize that if you are working an 8-hour shift in a given day, you have to remember that you have only 8 hours left to make the best of that. And for those of you who are doing what you love, this is what's really cool. And I really encourage you guys that if you're at a job that you hate, or if you're doing something and you're like, I really cannot stand what I'm doing, or I want to do more and I want to find more fulfillment in the work that I have, the really cool thing I encourage you guys to do is to seek that out. Because as many quotes have been stated about this, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's really cool, because that 8 hours of work where you're just grinding and you're doing something that you hate, it actually becomes doing something that you love. And that can be added into the extra 8 hours, because there's some people, like I know some entrepreneurs, people who own small businesses, who they basically love what they do so much that work and play has become blended into this really long 16-hour period, and they're totally okay with working or 10 to 12 hours in a given day, and that is absolutely incredible. And for the ones who are working 10 to 12-hour days at a job that they hate, that really bleeds into the time that you have left over. So for example, you have 16 hours after sleep, and let's say you're working 12-hour shifts. That means you are only going to have 4 hours to yourself, 4 hours that you can dedicate to whatever it is you want to do. And if that's your life choice, if that's really what you want to do with the time that's allotted, then by all means do it. But I'm a firm believer you need to find, as an individual, as a human being, because there's so much limited time that we have here on the earth, and typically a career is 30 to 40 years, 35 years in the workforce. You have to keep in mind that whatever you decide to do, even if it's temporary, find something that you absolutely love doing. And I know that may not pay as much. I know that sometimes you're like, I barely make any money, but you know what? I'm an author, or, I'm a preschool teacher, or you know what? I'm a truck driver. I once met a woman who she truly felt fulfilled by working at a fast food restaurant. It blew my mind. I'm like, how could you love doing that? But to her, she enjoyed it so much that it was like she had the best time doing it. She really had fun every day working at that restaurant. Great. That is awesome. And although I may not fully understand it, that's really cool to know that you are being fulfilled and you are really enjoying doing what you love. And I really encourage you guys to find that thing or things that you enjoy doing, and whatever that may be. And if you don't know what you're doing, see to it that you seek it out. You know, ask other people what is it that they're doing that they love, and ask them why. And you may find that you may end up doing something very similar to that. And truly, I know for me, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but I found that there's many things that I enjoy doing, and that's just how I live my life. I do the best that I can doing the things that I love. Now, at the end of the day, yes, you do have to make some money, and you have to find a way to convey doing what you love and with making, a living off of that, or finding a way to make some money to where you're able to fulfill the goals that you've set for your life. And I just really want to encourage you guys with that. Find the thing that you love doing, and just go for it. Don't be afraid. And I know so many of us get trapped in a job that we do not enjoy. Some of us enjoy working in a cubicle. Some of us enjoy working the 8 to 5 shift. Others are totally fine working on a rotating shift where they're truly on call 24/7. Think of your firefighters. Think of your police officers. I'm really proud that they've dedicated their lives to that, and a lot of them really enjoy what they do. So find that thing, find that niche, and just go for it. And be happy with what you do. Do what you love. And again, if you haven't found it yet, dedicate a lot of your time, that 8 hours a day, right? Let's say you're working in a cubicle and you're working 8 hours a day. See to it that with the free time that you have, be that 8 hours or even 16 hours, find something that you enjoy doing and just go for it. Have a fun time doing it, because life is so short that we shouldn't be working at a job that we hate. We shouldn't be doing something that we can't stand doing. And there's so many people in the world who just live their lives that way. And it's really sad. Unfortunately, it's very depressing to see. And I would hope that this doesn't happen to you guys. So with that, I want to go ahead and conclude and ask you guys, do you guys do what you love? Do you guys really enjoy? Do you find fulfillment in the work that you do? And let's have a discussion about that. Feel free to comment on this video. I'd love to hear your guys' thought, and I really want to have some feedback, and I'd love to interact with you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll have another video up tomorrow, and thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Have a good one. Bye.